Welcome back to Factory Founder. I'm Anna. We tear things apart so you can see how they're put together. 500 Dubai police vehicles, supercars worth millions. We're gonna follow them from arrival to raw material, from wreck to wealth. Let's go.
They were the pride of Dubai. 7 million dirhams for one. 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. Carbon fiber, diamond headlights, the most exotic police fleet on earth. But time does not care about price tags. The desert does not care about horsepower. And every machine, every single one, eventually reaches the end of the road. This is where they came. 500 police vehicles. Lotus, Lykan, BMW. Once worth a fortune, now just rust and memory. But this is not a graveyard. This is a factory.
Grid 4B reports a holdup.
I'm here. Move the white units on the left.
Affirmative. Proceed with the extraction now.
Copy that. On my way.
And what happens here is nothing short of industrial alchemy.
Check Sector 7.
Copy that. Be right there.
The 7 million dirham Lykan, the 1.7 million Lotus, the 500,000 BMW, all of them reduced to this. 500 police vehicles, decommissioned, drained, stripped of anything useful, and sent here to the place where machines come to die, or as we are about to see, where they come to be reborn. Every day, more arrive. Flatbed trucks backed up to the gate, wreckers dragging in the ones that could not drive on their own. They come in rows, dozens at a time, so many that the yard can barely hold them.
Unit 412 Bear arriving southern yard, you preparing to unload. Clearance confirmed, Bear, unloading now. Unit 412 delivered.
Stop. Hold it. Break.
Got it. Inspection tag.
"500 vehicles, that is the backlog, and every week more join the pile. The workers here do not see Lamborghinis or Lotuses anymore. They see steel, aluminum, copper, plastic, glass, rubber. They see raw materials wearing the shape of cars. Before anything can be recycled, the vehicles must be assessed. Fluids identified, hazards marked, batteries located, airbags noted.
Severe rust on the chassis, noting down.
Copy that. Entering data now.
Let me double check the diagnostics on the front end. I found the main fracture here. Noted.
What's the best removal method?
Start from the bottom edge and work up.
Every vehicle gets a tag, a death sentence or a birth certificate, depending on how you look at it. The lithium-ion batteries in these cars, when damaged, can catch fire. Thermal runaway impossible to stop.
Yes, indicating pressure during transport. We need to remove it from the perimeter, avoid
Severe structural corrosion at the door hinge.
Copy that. Confirming with photo.
Noted. Move to the rear axle.
So the first rule of recycling is simple. De-energize, confirm 0 voltage, lock out, tag out. Only then can the real work begin. Before dismantling, before shredding, before any of the heavy work, the fleet gets a bath. Not for vanity, for safety.
Check the brake lines on the SUV. Got it. The tag is ready. Needs a final sign-off.
Loose rust, flaking paint, decades of grime, it all has to go.
Watch the gap. Don't stop. Spray on. Keep going.
Workers cannot see fluid drain points through layers of corrosion. 3000 psi, water heated to 180 degrees. It does not remove the structural rust, the holes in the roof, the decayed frames, but it removes the loose debris. And for just a moment, under that spray, the original liveries reappear.
The sample shows high iron content. We need more neutralizer.
Increasing the flow now.
Good, I see it clearing downstream. Test point 8 weary, 0 high, unit 89 of 120 in this bay. Test point 8 data, 0 1 8 show, unit 89 of 120 in this bay. The temperature is spiking here.
Yes, confirmed on the tablet, upper quartile.
Now the real work begins. Depollution. Every fluid drained, every hazard removed. Engine oil, transmission fluid, coolant, brake fluid, power steering. Each one goes into a separate drum, color-coded, labeled tracked. Fuel is drained first. Gasoline or diesel, whatever remains, flows into red drums. Airbags are deployed in controlled conditions, the explosive charges that inflate them neutralized.
Bolt 1 of 8 removed to B, unit 23 of 45 in this row.
High voltage disconnected, verified flow lowering battery.
Glass
Laminate
next.
holding, but glass brittle
Windshields,
time.
side windows,
Same condition
rear
as all
glass,
units call,
each one
batch
cut out with
removal
cold
procedure.
knives. Laminated glass, the kind that holds together when shattered, sent to glass recyclers. Tempered glass, the kind that explodes into tiny cubes, sent separately.
Into the bin.
Plastic
Headlights
body
coming
panels,
next.
bumpers, interior trim, dashboard, door cards, each one removed and sorted by type. ABS, PP, PE, polycarbonate, each type has its own bin, its own recycling stream. Wiring harnesses, miles of copper wire, stripped out by hand. The copper inside, bright, reddish, valuable, worth more than steel, worth more than aluminum. The powertrain, engine and transmission lifted out by overhead crane.
I got out of the pneumatic triag.
The Lotus with electric motors, compact and efficient. The Lykan with twin-turbo V6, 600 horsepower, now silent. The BMW with hybrid system, electric motor and gas engine combined. Every engine on a pallet, labeled, tracked, waiting for its next life. Some will be rebuilt, others melted down, the aluminum block becoming something new. And what is left is just the hulk, bare metal. No engine, no transmission, no glass, no plastic, no rubber, just steel and aluminum. And whatever remains. The hulk is cut into pieces, roof sections, pillars, chassis rails, torches and shears, 2-foot chunks that fit in the shredder.
Chassis rail cut tooling. Unit 112 get to date. Section ready for shredder.
Cut complete Simbedding. Unit 89, piece 12 of 16.
Cut complete ray rope, unit 89, piece 12 of 16.
The shredder is a beast. 20 feet tall, hammers that weigh hundreds of pounds, spinning at 500 RPM. Anything that enters comes out in pieces. Inside it is chaos, metal tearing, sparks flying. The sound is deafening. The workers wear ear protection, double layers, and still they feel it in their bones. Out comes shredded metal, mixed steel, aluminum, copper, all tangled together. 2-inch pieces, 3 inches, irregular, sharp, hot from friction. The first separation is magnetic.
Well fortified, unit 89 pieces. Approaching feeder, dropping in 3, 1, 2. Drop.
Steel and iron, ferrous metals, are attracted to the magnet.
Steel lifting properly, no braking. Lowering magnet 1 inch for better pickup.
They jump off the belt, cling to the magnet drum, fall into their own pile.
Copper recovery active dissection. Unit 112 components.
Keep an eye on the pressure gauge.
Copy that. Watch the precipitate, it's forming fast.
From 500 vehicles, 400 tons of steel, enough to build a small bridge, enough to manufacture thousands of new products. What is left is non-ferrous, aluminum, copper, brass. These do not respond to magnets. They need something different, an eddy current separator. A spinning magnetic rotor creates a repelling force. Aluminum flies off the belt, copper and brass follow different trajectories, and the waste, plastic, rubber, glass fragments continues straight. Copper from brass. From the wiring harnesses, from the electrical systems, from the hybrid components, comes the copper.
Excellent. Moving
Bright,
to verification
reddish,
phase.
worth 5 times what steel is worth. Aluminum from the body panels, the engine blocks, the wheels, lighter than steel, more valuable, easier to melt and recast. Plastics go through wash lines with hot water, detergent and friction, removing labels, adhesives and contaminants. Out comes clean plastic flakes, white, natural colored, ready for pelletizing, ready to become new
Adjusting water
bumpers,
flow.
new dashboards, new products. With all materials purified, it is time to compress. The baler takes loose steel scrap and crushes it with 2,500 psi of pressure. Out comes a bale, 3 feet by 3 feet, 1,800 pounds, uniform, stackable, ready for the steel mill. Aluminum is compressed into
QR code
briquettes,
scan,
dense,
plan.
shiny,
Traceability
easy to ship,
complete.
easy to melt.
Drive. From police vehicle to certified scrap.
Copper is baled separately, dense, valuable, 2,000 pounds per bale. And at the end, the bale yard, hundreds of bales organized by material, steel, aluminum, copper, brass, plastic, glass, rubber, each one labeled, weighed, tracked. Every bale has a certificate, material type, weight, date, origin, traceability from police vehicle to smelter feedstock. Nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. This is what 500 police vehicles become. Not waste, not garbage, but commodities. The steel will become new cars, new buildings, new infrastructure. The aluminum will become new aircraft, new engines. The copper will become new wiring. The plastics will become new bumpers. The glass will become new bottles. The platinum will clean exhaust in new vehicles. The palladium will help produce clean energy. The rhodium will be used in glass production, in electronics, in medicine. Nothing goes to landfill. Nothing is wasted. Every material, every component finds a new life. The vehicles that once patrolled Dubai's highways, escorted royalty, responded to emergencies, are gone. But their materials remain in new forms, new products, new lives.